I was like, no, I don't know what I just said. What first attracted me to Gabriel was his height, because I'm also really tall, and it was so refreshing to meet a man that was taller than me and who also had a good heart.
Definitely because I'm taller than her. Her being tall and me being taller than her, I know that helps out.
Yeah, pretty much everything attracts me to him. His eyes, his smile, his height, I mean everything physical.
My favorite thing about Kelsey, her eyes. I think her eyes are just amazing. It's not one color, I mean, more greenish, but definitely lots of going on in there. Just, they're beautiful.
The physical things that Gabriel likes about me, I think, are also my height. I remember when I first told him I was 6 feet, he was really excited about that. And also my hair.
But her hair is just something that, I'm a big comic book fan, and I love X-Men. And Jean Grey, she has fiery red hair, and Kelsey has fiery red hair. It's just something that shows off a lot of expression. She carries it so well. It's beautiful, everything. I mean, that's the first thing I noticed when I saw a picture about her. She was redhead. I was like, oh wow, it's awesome, man. Okay, so.
He is always making comments about my hair and my freckles, and it really means a lot to me that he's attracted to that about me.
Things that drive me crazy about her, she's very loving. And that's not a bad thing, it's what she is. I mean, no to her is something that she'll use, but she's always giving of herself. And I know that when you give yourself, sometimes it can wear you out. But at the end of the day, there's not a lot of things that drive me crazy about her. She's calm, she's peaceful. She puts up with my antics. I know that I'm very playful, and she just allows me to do that. Something
that really gets on my nerves about Gabriel is his humor. Sometimes he just takes things just a little too far.
It's hard to think. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, what does this woman do that annoys me?
He just really likes to drive me crazy with that. So it's something that I love and hate about him, I guess, but I'll take it.
Well, lay down and watch TV, she'll take up like 98% of the bed and push me out. Like when we're trying to watch a movie, and she'll be right here in the middle, and I'm like, let me get a spot. But that's something that I think she does in a playful way. I mean, other than that, it's not much.
So we have this secret thing that if we pull on each other's pinky, that means you have to give the other person a kiss. And I will take the blame. I was the one that made that up, but then Gabriel has taken it to the full extent of he does it at the most awkward times.
Yeah, I'll take credit all the time. I mean, I love it because that makes me understand that I'm with somebody very special. And for me to be able to kind of use that, it's not to abuse it, but to use it and take that moment where I want a kiss, I can get a kiss, but to the same extent that she was so thoughtful to come up with it. And it's really special, and I definitely will take advantage of it. I do it around my family sometimes, or around the kids, and it'll be most awkward moments, or when it's yeah, I want that because I love you.
My favorite thing about Gabriel is his heart. He, from the moment I met him, has just shown to be somebody that pours himself into others. His friends, his family, especially his daughters. The way that he talked about them when we first met, I was just blown away by the value that he puts on things. And I think that was one of the first things that made me realize that he would always take care of me and always be a family man and a loving person and somebody who would just always give his all.
The way we first met was through my coworkers who were in school with her when she was getting her master's at Fresno State.
They were in my grad school class, and they also worked with him. And Kevin had brought a coffee mug on the coffee mug it had a picture of all the people that they work with. And so Gabriel was on this coffee mug, and he was so significantly taller than everybody else and also attractive.
In my opinion, it's not the best looking photo, but I'm bigger than everyone else in the picture. I'm standing out like I usually do. And she was like, "Who's that?"
And they were like, "Oh my gosh, why have we not thought of this before? You know, it's this guy Gabe. You guys would, you know, we think really click."
Her friend Allison, at the time being, kind of explained who it was and said, "That's Gabriel, and you know, he's 35, he has 2 kids." And she was like, "Oh, like what's his story?" And so we started talking a little bit, because originally when they told me that she thought I was cute, I was wondering like, well, I don't know, I mean, so what? If I'm cute, that's a good thing. But Allison was like, no, you should really kind of, you know, Gabe, this is someone that you want to, this is a winner right here. So we went from there, and I was gonna wait for Allison to kind of play matchmaker, but then I texted her and I asked Allison to get her number for me, and I got the number and I called her. And for the first couple of days we spoke until like maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, very late nights on the phone. And our first date was February 15th, because originally I didn't want to ask her out on Valentine's Day. It's kind of awkward, first time meeting someone, and I didn't want to kind of make it too much of like Valentine's Day, what do I bring? We went to Pita Pit, and a lot of people think it's like, oh my gosh, like Pita Pit, like come on. But you know, I'm just a very down-to-earth guy, and that's what I just kind of wanted to do. And she came, and she got out of the car, she was wearing all black, she had on a green jacket, she had her purse, and we had a good conversation. We already had kind of known each other, just kind of talking. And then from there we went to Target, because I was picking up some shampoo for my youngest daughter. And she came along with me after, and we went to Cup of Joy after Target. And the rest is history, but the greatest thing about thinking about all that was that the guy had a plan for us to meet. And, you know, through all the things that I look back on in my life, you know, you trust in a situation with someone bringing good things for you. And I look at that for what God's done for me, and he definitely brought me the best woman on the planet.
Yeah, that's how it all started, and I had no idea that it would lead to all of this, but God works in mysterious ways, I guess.
I was already knowing after like 4 months I wanted to marry her. I knew in my heart this is the woman I wanted to be with for the rest of my life. I wanted to make it special, so I was kind of planning everything with getting the ring, and I knew that with my coaching stipend I could go ahead and purchase the ring. I had her friend Lane help me find a location, and I had to kind of throw her off for the past 2 months because she was getting pretty frustrated with me, because we had talked about marriage, and I kind of played it off like, oh, I don't know, we'll see what happens, and pretty sure she's about to break up with me, but I was just kind of holding on tight.
We had a really, really busy weekend the weekend before he did it, and I was kind of like, I really want alone time with you, you know, so we can like spend together. So it actually worked in his favor, because the next weekend he had this whole day planned of dates and stuff, and so we went to the movies, and then we were going for a walk at Woodward Park.
And I kind of led her up the hill, and as soon as I got up the hill, my heart was pounding, and I was nervous. And
we sat down on this bench, and we were just talking about how blessed we are and things like that. And he was like, "What's that down there?" And he had previously, or him or my best friend Lane, somebody, I don't know, planted a box.
My biggest thing was I wanted her to be surprised. I did not want her to know what was going on. I wanted her to just be like shocked, because I've always wanted to kind of get her to a place of crying uncontrollably. She does it, you know, when she's like really like, oh my goodness, and that was my goal, to make her cry, just like uncontrollable crying, breaking down.
And so he grabbed it, and it had a bouquet of flowers on it, and right then my heart just dropped.
Yeah, she knew at that point. She started to cry, and I was telling her, no, it's just like for anniversary for February. You know, everything you've done for me, I know you've been frustrated these last few months, but I love you so much. And
he was like, I'm so blessed to have had these memories with you, and I can't wait to create more in the future.
Oh, what's that box? And I went down there and I got the ring box, and I bought it up.
And then he got down on one knee and he popped the question, and you know, I was just like, my breath was taken away from me, and we hugged, and then I saw my best friend Lane. She was there taking pictures, and you know, we were all just like really happy, and me and Lane were crying. And so then he was like, don't tell anybody yet, you know, I want to tell the girls first. So we were on our way to their friend's house, our friend's house, to pick them up and tell them. And we knock on the door and it opens, and my whole family and our friends and people were there as a surprise to celebrate with us.
You know, I stepped into a brand new area of true love. And as special as it was for her, it was extremely special for me because I got another chance at something. And it was killing me the whole month of January to not tell her. But I'm so thankful for her mom and dad, for Lane and Dave. It was a really special day, and I'm really happy.